Good morning. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the question I often receive from beautiful parents of my young people, which is simply, how do I keep my young person safe and give them more freedom at the same time? Well, I usually say that when adolescents behave responsibly, they need to be willingly given the right to more freedom. And the way that I view it is that for every entitlement that they gain, there should be responsibility that comes with it. So I thought I'd give you some suggestions to help you with this. The first thing I always say is establish reasonable and fair house requests in consultation with your young person. Non-negotiable expectations of keep safe, communicate respectfully and stay in touch are those three core expectations that should apply to all adolescents. Remember, be safe or stay safe, stay in touch and be kind. They don't ever waver because they provide that focal point from which to negotiate and connect. And within those core areas, you can negotiate the parameters. So, for example, you could decide together on an appropriate curfew for a Friday or Saturday night, or what is expected of their adolescents if their plans change or the night just simply doesn't go to plan. We have to be prepared to compromise with young people when negotiating house requests. Give them choice around the less important issues and stand your ground on those important ones. So, for example, you might negotiate the curfew time, but be willing to be unnegotiable around those safety stances. For instance, never getting in a car with somebody who's been drinking. I always love to say pause. Pause and consider before you say no, if you can. Because we want to be asking ourselves if your teenager is now old enough or responsible enough for you to say yes this time. And if you do say no, tell them why. By giving your reasons, you level with your teen and you show them super amounts of respect. But you're also demonstrating through your reasons that you value their well-being above everything. The old adage of "because I said so" is likely to lead to a fight and your teen's withdrawal from you, ultimately leading to your lack of influence over them and their choices. Help your adolescent to learn how to take care of themselves and to take responsibility for their actions. So talk about issues such as sleep hygiene, and by that I mean about 9.25 hours sleep each night, safe sex, cyber safety, and drink spiking. Allow adolescents their freedom. Is not advocating unsafe behaviour. We don't want to advocate unsafe behaviour. And if you have concerns about their safety or you're worried about their plans, just really calmly discuss it with them. We want to openly acknowledge that we might be overreacting, but that we're worried and that we might need some reassurance from our young person. And so in that way you could sit together and you could discuss their plans and you could ensure that your concerns are met. So, for example, you could discuss clarity regarding supervision or how your young person will manage if they're feeling unsafe and what they'll do if they feel like they're in over their head and they need your help. Remind them of your X plan. Reassure them that you'll always collect them if they need and that nothing is so bad they can't ask for your help. So the X plan is essentially where we set up a code word for help. And in my family, we have a statement that I know if that's texted to me, I drop everything and I find my kids. So you have this understanding that if your young person calls and says, and I'm not going to share my code word, but I'll share with you an example. Hey, Mum, is Eliza still coming for breakfast tomorrow? Then that in fact means I'm unsafe. Please come and get me. And you agree that when you hear these words, you will drop everything and help them out without interrogation, criticism or punishment, and in the spirit of complete compassion and support. A long time ago, I used to use just a cross for the X plan, but as young people text kisses endlessly, I think it's better to have a code word. So it might be, have you fed the cat? Is Eliza coming for breakfast tomorrow? And the have you fed the cat is in a house where there's no cat. Or is Eliza coming to breakfast tomorrow is when we don't know an Eliza. Or whatever it might be, you find your code word. Because in doing that, we know that our children can reach out to us when they're feeling unsafe, and that they've made this wonderful decision to keep themselves safe. I wanted to thank you for watching this today and following me on YouTube. And I hope to share some more interesting, fun facts on parenting children, young people, and adolescents in the coming days, weeks, and months.